what's up, everybody? It's your boy Smokes. Welcome back to Smokes World. Give me the dap. Boom! And we're back at it, man, with another dope interview, man. We got Isidro Castillo from Hobbs, New Mexico, right here, man. He's a boxing promoter. This guy is just like legendary, man. Like, I've heard so much about him. I've seen so much about him. Like, this guy is just an interesting person, man. So I had to get him on my show, man. How you doing, my guy?
Doing well. Nice to meet you, bro.
Nice to meet you, man. First time, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me on your show.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like I already know you, you know what I mean?
Well, I put a lot of stuff on social media, but hopefully it's a lot of good vibes, you know?
Yeah. You're a funny guy, man. You're a funny guy, man.
I just try to be about the family life and then the fight life. So, you know, and try to keep the negative stuff off. But, you know, every once in a while we got to throw a little of that if we have to, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But it's all positive. So
positive always, man. That's good, man. I like that, man. I'm the same way, man. I'm positive until somebody makes a negative. Then we got to do what we got to do, right?
Oh yeah. I can argue and fight with the best of them. That's for sure.
Hey, hell yeah, man. You got some hammers right there and shit.
Appreciate it. Been a part of the fight game for a long time, so you know we hitting them bags for years. It helps to build the muscles in them hands, Brian, and
exactly.
You know, them one-hitter quitters. So.
Damn, that's what you're about.
Well, yeah, I mean that's what my life's been about. You know, the fight life. But for the most part, I'm at that age. I'm 47, so you know I don't need to be fighting no more unless I absolutely have to.
So you want to end it quick?
Yeah, one-hitter quitter, bro. I don't have time for the bullshit. You know?
For real, man. I want to start with this, man. This is what really caught my eye. This is this is the type of stuff that I love, talking about positivity. You do free boxing lessons for people who are being bullied. Like, I can't stress how important that is. Like, that's a very dope thing, you know what I mean? So how does...
Yes, sir. So, you know, I've been coaching boxing for 25 years, and one thing there's always going to be kids, even adults, man, teenagers, women of domestic violence, men of domestic violence, anybody that's been around an abusive relationship, they have to learn to defend themselves. And unfortunately, there's a lot of kids who are afraid to take up boxing because that's just not what they're about. But, you know, we offer free tuition to anybody who's been bullied or who's been a part of domestic violence, and it's been... you know, it doesn't hurt us to teach a kid for free. I mean, I got kids and adults here who come to my gym who don't even pay anyways. But, you know, so like for me, man, it's just about giving back to the community, bro. I was hurt in an oil field accident, so that's why I stopped boxing. And
at what age did you stop boxing?
It was about 21.
21 when you stopped?
Yes, sir. So, you know, with that being said, I took over a boxing program that had existed for 27 years. Now I've been coaching for 25 years, and it's great to pass on knowledge back to the community, back to these kids, back to these adults, and to give free lessons doesn't hurt nobody, man.
Hell yeah. How does somebody reach out to you? Like what call you?
Well, I get calls on a daily basis. I have people who walk in. You know, a lot of times they don't see what's going on in here, but when they catch wind of what's going on, a lot of people realize that I've been a part of the boxing industry longer than anybody else around Hobbs. You know, as a coach for 25 years. Prior to that, my brothers and I were boxers, and my son is a fourth generation boxer. I'm sorry, so. We've been doing this. It runs deep in our veins. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah, man! Boxing life and shit, man.
Yes, sir. And it's crossed over to MMA and bare knuckle fighting. Not only boxing. You know, I promote all three.
That must be crazy, man. All types of fighting, man.
Well, you know, you gotta move with the change. It's, you know, MMA hadn't been around when I was fighting. It came around a little bit afterwards, and as a promoter, you gotta kind of bring up everything together. So here lately, some of the shows I've been doing in Hobbs, we called it combative wars. So it's a mixture of boxing and MMA, and then I just got bare knuckle fighting approved last year, and I've so far have had the only bare knuckle fight in New Mexico, which was last August. So it's pretty dope to bring it and get it approved in New Mexico, and to be the first promoter to have it on my show. Yes, sir.
That's crazy. Well, what do you say to the people like who don't like bare knuckle, like who say that's like a cruel sport?
Well,
bare knuckle boxing.
you know, the thing is that you have trained fighters, number one. So you can't please everybody. But I'll tell you this, you're more likely to get hurt playing soccer than you are doing boxing, MMA, or bare knuckle. And you got to think about it. When people do bare knuckle fighting, a lot of times the fights end a lot quicker because you don't have gloves to protect, you know, your hands, and when they get hit by them, some may be cut, so the fights end quicker. You see what I mean? So like in boxing, you got 8 or 10 ounce gloves. The fights prolong, you know, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, you know. So with bare knuckle, the fights end a lot quicker. But you have skilled fighters, you know. You don't just have somebody just right off the street.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of people who come at me who tell me that they're straight up a street fighter, and you get them in the ring and you realize, or they realize, that it's two different aspects of fighting, bro.
Exactly. I remember like 7-8 years ago, I trained for a little bit boxing at the training place that we have, the gym that we have in Midland, the Midtown Soldiers.
Oh yeah, Midtown Soldiers.
Yeah, and I remember the coach told us, more than 8 years ago, like 12, 13 years ago. I'm 35 now. But the coach told me, he's like, you think you got hands, but if you go against, if you're in a fight and you see somebody and they got their weight on their, whether it's their left or right, or if they got their weight on their foot and they're posted up, you better watch out. You know what I mean?
It's different, man. Because I've seen some really good street fighters who try to come into boxing, and it's more than just fighting; it's conditioning.
Yes.
Because you can be heavy-handed, but man,
can't last that long.
If you land in these punches, you're not hurting your opponent, and then all of a sudden you get tired because you're throwing nothing but heavy punches. It makes a lot of difference, man. It really does, and it's amazing to see somebody who doesn't know how to fight all of a sudden become a good fighter. You know what I mean? And that's what we do here in Hobbs at my gym at School of Hard Knocks. We train these youngsters and we try to bring them up and get them experience in the amateurs, and then obviously some of them turn professional. And a lot of it's also managing. You know, when you have a good fighter, but you also want to bring them up right, you know, because I've seen really good fighters who did well in the amateurs take the wrong fights as when they become a professional because of their management, and they may be due because of money or whatever.
Yeah.
And then by the time you know, they're 0-2 or 0-3 instead of 3-0. You know what I mean? It's all management. It's like
so many things that you got.
So many things, bro. You can't play checkers in this chess game right here. You know, boxing, man.
Who would you say is the better boxer, like an offensive one or on defense?
Well, I mean, you got to look at people like Muhammad Ali and Floyd Mayweather. You know, like Floyd didn't let you touch him, and his skills pay the bills, bro.
Some people say he's running, but really,
bro, it's not running when when you're making people miss.
Yeah.
I mean, I have fighters. I had a fighter the other day that was sparring, and he ended up getting a busted nose and a little teary-eyed afterwards. And he and his dad came up to me and talked to me, and he says, "Well, what I got to do so I don't get busted up?" I said, "Move your head,
move."
Defense. We teach these kids defense and different forms of defense. Floyd was just a beautiful boxer, man. His style was his defense was great, and he was fast, you know. So it's just I'm a fan of both, because I had, like, for instance, Muhammad Ali. I named my son Ali. I named him after Muhammad Ali. You know, he's 3 years old. But I liked Julio Cesar Chavez. He was a pressure fighter who came forward. I like all forms of boxing. It's just, you know, it's everybody has their own style, their own preference. You know what I mean? It's like rap, for instance.
Yeah.
You may like Biggie. I like Tupac. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Not that I don't like Biggie's music, But I just thought Tupac, put it down, you know.
Exactly. Hell yeah. How was it? I wanted to ask you this first. Is there like any crazy drills that you do? Like in Rocky, you know how that trainer, he does the chicken thing?
Oh, yeah.
Do you do anything crazy like that?
No, not that crazy, man. But a lot of that's for the movies, man. But we have a pretty good program that we put together. I used to train from 5 to 8:30. We shorten up the class from 5:45 to 7. We run them through 45 minutes of 2-minute increments of workout, you know, which is a full core workout, your legs, your abs, and arms, and it's all about conditioning. And my pros, though, on the other hand, we do other stuff like early in the morning. You know, we come in and get that workout early in the morning, and then of course we go to work and then come back in the afternoon. And I expect them to be here in the afternoon. So, but as far as like really crazy stuff, I don't really have them do. It don't get too crazy like that, chasing chickens and shit. You know what I'm saying? But we do have some good drills that we run that could make you be conditioned for a fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had a guy that was 283 pounds. We got him down to 200 pounds. You know, 83 pounds. That's life changing, man. You know, when you take somebody who's lost that much weight. You know what I'm saying? So like, what we do is correct for boxing, and those. It's good enough for a starter. For those that are more advanced or like a professional, we have them do stuff outside of our gym or like one-on-one individual in the mornings and stuff like that. You know, we can get to that.
Gotcha. So how did School of Hard Knocks come to be? And how'd you come up with that name? That's a dope-ass name, bro.
Well, it's simple. My brother and I, there's 4 of us. And between the 4 of us, you know, we easily had over 500 or 600 fights. We have more than anybody around this area for sure. But we used to train at this place, and somebody was murdered right outside of our facility. So we closed that gym down, and we put up the boxing ring outside of my parents' home. And so me and my brothers trained out there for a good 4 or 5 years. And that's why I named it School of Hard Knocks, because it didn't matter what the weather was, whether it was hot, cold, snowing, shit, we were always training. There's no excuses. So like, to me, this might not seem like much, but it's a lot more than what we had. We had an A-frame that my dad would hoist his motors off of. We hung bags off that A-frame. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We had a boxing ring, you know, and whenever we were the Hobbs Boxing Club back then. Like I said, my grandpa, he did it for 27 years. He called it Hobbs Boxing Club, and then when I took over, I named it School of Hard Knocks. You know, that was the name.
That's dope, man. You go back, bro.
Oh yeah, it's a long time family affair. You know what I'm saying? Like, my grandpa was a fighter, my uncles were fighters. That's on my mom's side, and then. My dad had a brother that was a boxer. My dad got in the ring to fight just to kind of get respect from my grandpa, because it's when he was dating my mom. He didn't do it too often, but he did. He went in there and fought a couple of fights, you know. And then, of course, my brothers and I, we all fought, and then my son fought. And I'm waiting for my grandkids. Now I got 6 grandkids. And I've been waiting for them to come in so they can be a 5th generation fighter. That'd be dope. But
hell yeah, 5th generation.
If that don't happen, you know, it's okay. You know, I'm good with what's going on, and I can't wait till my 3-year-old Ali starts whooping kids' ass, and I want to see him knocking other little kids out. You know what I'm saying? Because he's gonna be dope. I promise you that. You know what I mean? So,
we got a good teacher like you, bro.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be dope.
How was it being a single parent, bro?
Well, you know. My 2 eldest, my daughter will be 30 next Saturday on June the 11th, and my son's 28.
Happy early birthday.
Thank you.
When this comes out, it'll probably be around her birthday.
Yeah, so happy birthday, Ash. That's my baby, you know, she was my first love. You know, it's like anything else, bro. If a woman can do it, if women can do it, men can too. No excuses, you know. I get up, work hard. I was strict on my kids. I took them everywhere with me. I coached soccer, t-ball, baseball, you know, basketball, and of course always coached boxing. So they were always here at the gym with me, because you know, it was just, that's just the way it was. I had to bring them along with me. The only thing I regret is not teaching my eldest daughter how to box, you know, because she, you know, there's some things that happened that boxing probably could have helped her out, and things I didn't know was going on until after the fact. But you know, now that I know, you know, it's you got to protect your kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And but as a single dad, I just did what was right. I try to lead by example. I was try to be a good parent and learn from my mistakes. You know. And now I have 2 other kids with my lady, and my daughter's 7 and my son's 3. And trust me when I tell you, it's a lot different when you're in a relationship raising kids than when you're by yourself, you know.
Yeah, because now you have another person's rules.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
back then, you know, my parents would help me out, of course, when I had to work or, you know, and then I didn't leave my kids just to go party, you know what I'm saying? Like, if that were the case, is when they went to their mom's side every other weekend with their mom, you know what I mean? But like for me, my kids were my priority, you know what I mean? And they still are.
Hell yeah, man. How was it growing up with 7 siblings, bro? Or 6? You're the 7th, right?
I was the oldest. Well, you know, I was the oldest.
Oh, you're the firstborn?
I was the firstborn, yes,
okay,
sir.
okay.
So like for me, it's just like,
That's a big family, man.
that's a big family. But man, I'm gonna tell you right now, brother. My parents are my heroes, and listen. They raised us right. My dad was military, so it was yes sir, no sir. You know, we had to do well in school. Of the 7 of us, 6 of us have gone to college, which I was the one who didn't go to college, you know. I'm an entrepreneur, you know. I have a couple of businesses, three or 4 businesses that we run. But like, I have a brother that's a scientist. I have a sister that's, I think she's fixing to get her PhD. And then I have, you know, so like.
You had 3 businesses?
Yes, I have my trucking business, my pest control business, the boxing gym, and then promoting, so.
Damn.
Yeah, so we just hustle and grind, you know. But to get back to your question, my parents never let us knew that we were poor. We never went without, man. They worked hard. My parents still work hard. My dad's a diesel mechanic. He's the president of the soccer league. My mom, she's over the custodians of the whole town for the schools. I mean, she works her ass off, and they've always led by example. You know what I'm saying? Like, we never went without. I remember 2nd grade, my mom up making son papias for a party for our school. Everybody else brought cookies and donuts and shit that they bought, and I brought this big ass deal with son papias, and everybody loved that shit. You know what I mean? Like, and it's crazy because like, I was like, Mom, can we go buy a cupcake? Oh, my mom made son papias. You know what I'm saying? And so like for us, it's like she took pride in everything she did, man, and they still do, you know. And I take pride in everything I do. I work hard, just like they do. You know what I'm saying?
You said your mom and dad were competitive?
Oh, absolutely. Oh, bro, man, let me tell you, my mom still plays soccer. I mean, yeah, she plays soccer and softball. So does my dad. He don't play soccer no more, but
you said she's in her 60s.
They're in their 60s, yeah.
That's crazy. Soccer?
My
and
mom,
softball?
check it out. My mom just got inducted into the Softball Hall of Fame this year.
Wow.
And she quit school. My dad quit school because they got pregnant with me. At 15, my mom quit school. So this year, she got to walk the stage for her college degree, you know.
Oh, man.
I'm not sure what she got it in, but nevertheless, it's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? And so I take, to me, they're what a parent should be like. So like, if I was half the dad that they were my parents, I know I did well. You know what I'm saying? As a father.
Fuck yeah, dude. That's badass. Bro, Hispanic of the Year for 2022, right? How did that feel, man?
I mean, it was a good feeling, but I just feel like, first of all, I didn't even know I was nominated, to be honest with you.
You didn't even know you were nominated?
I didn't even know I was nominated, but you know, it's there's more people who deserve it more so than I do, bro. Like, there's a lot of people out there that are good people.
Humble man.
And they do more for the community. Because I'll tell you right now, we you know, even though we have these businesses, we're not rich by no means, man. We sometimes we struggle to make the payment, but this gym, but we do what we have to do to get this going. The only thing I do, bro, is like I offer boxing to the community. We try to raise money for people. You know, Fabian, a couple years ago, I don't know how long it's been, but it's been a while. He had got cancer, so we were going to try to raise money.
Fabian's right here, guys.
My man, Fabian.
He's behind the cameras.
And he called me and he's like, you know what, Coach, I appreciate you trying to raise money for me, but give it to somebody less fortunate. And man, wow, you know, he's been one of my boxing students since he was a teenager, you know, and that was pretty humbling to me, bro. Like,
that's crazy.
And so we raised money for somebody else, you know, and we always try to give back to the community. Yeah. But to me, it's nothing special that we're doing. It's just doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And so like for them to say I'm the Hispanic of the Year for Hobbs, I was rather shocked. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
I just feel like.
You just know what to think, huh?
Well, I mean, I don't think nothing of what I did anything special than what anybody else does. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people
that's crazy.
who get back because they have more money. You know, they're able to do that. We try to just raise money, and sometimes it might just be $200 or it might be $5,000. I remember doing a boxing event, bro, I think it was an MMA event. We raised more money for a family that the guy lost his whole family. He lost like his wife, his mom.
He was a fighter?
No, he wasn't a fighter. The week before our fight, somebody had said, hey, you know, I put it out there that I was looking for somebody to give back to the community. And somebody suggested, and it wasn't even somebody from Hobbs, they were like from Levelland or Plainview or somewhere.
Oh, okay.
And one of the fighters from that city said, hey, well, you know, this guy lost his wife, his daughter, his son, his mom, like 4 or 5 people in a car crash. Anyways, we raised more money for that family than I made on a promotion, bro. It is as crazy the way it was, but we don't try to like, okay, we made this much money and then turn around and take money off, you know. We gave them all that money.
All the proceeds.
Right there, bro. So, and what we did, Holly Holmes was supposed to be our guest, but she had signed a fight to fight Misha Tate, so she couldn't come off of training to come down. So what she did, she autographed a few posters, sent them to me, and I think we like auctioned one off and raffled the other. So we gave the proceeds to this family, you know.
That's dope. Did they give you a plaque or something when you got the award? Was it a plaque or?
Yes, sir. They gave me a plaque. Yes, sir. It said like 2022 Hispanic of the Year. So
that's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. But like I said, I just didn't feel like I deserved it.
Who did you thank for that? Who do you think for that?
Well, I just thank my family for being by my side, and you know, I thank the community and KLMA for awarding me the award. You know, it's just. I don't really like to speak in public, to be honest with you, man. Like I told you before this interview, I'd rather be the promoter, because it feels like you're a director of a film and you're just kind of putting everything together.
Yeah.
Not be right here in front of the lights, man. It's kind of embarrassing, but.
Yeah. But I think people want to hear from you, man. You know what I mean? I really appreciate you doing this, man.
Oh, we appreciate you. I appreciate you guys, man.
Oh, yeah. We're going to take a small, quick break. We got more. Smokes World. Hey, we're back at it, man. Welcome back to Smokes World. I wanted to ask you, man, do you think the sport of boxing is dying?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not, bro.
The reason I say this is because the popularity of MMA is growing, and like you got people like the YouTubers boxing and making, you know,
And that's why, I mean, not because of the YouTubers, but think about that, bro. Think about what you just said. So, number one, we'll use the MMA versus boxing. MMA is a growing sport, but the problem is a lot of it's monopolized by the UFC, who compared to boxing, does not pay their fighters what the boxers do. That's why a lot of the MMA fighters are transitioning to boxing. So think about that. Conor McGregor made $90 million to fight Floyd Mayweather for one fight. His most pay as a UFC fighter was like 2.5 mil. So come on, bro. Afterwards, when him and Mayweather fought, they were talking shit the whole fight leading up to it. Afterwards, they're hugging and kissing each other because they're rich. Bro, 100 mil, close to 100 mil to fight Floyd. Floyd made like 200 or 300 mil. Man, who would not want to do that? You know what I'm saying? Who would not want to transition to that? That's why, I don't know if you know who Tyson Fury is. He's a heavyweight champ.
Yes.
And I don't know the UFC heavyweight champ, but he wants to fight Tyson Fury for that same exact reason, bro. These fighters, you have a lot of fighters who are trying to get out of UFC contract because they're not getting paid what they're worth. Mm-hmm. Now, excuse me, as a promoter, I'm a poor man's promoter, bro. But it's always a business, even at this level. Because let's say you and Fabian were going to be on my show, mm-hmm. and I had to pick between one of the two. Well, who am I going to pick? If it's going to be here in Hobble, I'm going to pick Fabian because he knows a lot of people. So a lot of people come out to see him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And what I do, I have a little formula of how I pay the fighter, but they can always make more money by their ticket sales. You see what I mean? Mm. But in the UFC's case and boxing's case, the one thing that I do like about the UFC is that a lot of times their number one ranked fighter will fight the champion. Okay. In boxing, there's so many different promotions, so many different titles that it's like a circus, man. And that's the only thing I don't like about boxing. There's too many weight divisions, too many champions, and too many promotions, big time promotions, you know. So like if you fought for Golden Boy and I fought for Top Rank, sometimes we won't fight each other because of the politics of the sport, the business part of it, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's why you're not getting these big time fights like Earl Spence versus Terrence Crawford because of the promotion. Mm-hmm. If you side with Terrence Crawford and I side with Earl Spence, it's about, you know, us talking shit about that fighter, and they're like, oh, well, he's scared to fight. This one's like, well, he wants too much money. That's the problem, bro, is that it's all politics in boxing. That's the politics of the sport, of the business part. You know what I mean? So, but boxing it's not a dying sport. I mean, Canelo just made $35 million for his last fight. These guys that are fighting Canelo, that's why everybody wants to fight Canelo, because he's a cash ticket. Mm-hmm. You got, for instance, like Caleb Plant, who fought Canelo prior to Canelo's loss. Caleb Plant made $10 million. That was the most he's ever made. This guy that just, Bivol, whatever his name is, the one that beat Canelo, he just made his biggest payday, $10 million. So now if Canelo wants a rematch, this guy that beat him is going to ask for more money, which he rightfully deserves because he just whooped Canelo's ass. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. So,
Canelo just bit off a little bit more than he could chew. You know, it's just.
You think so?
Oh, I know so. But with that being said, you know, he was daring to be great. You know what I mean? Where these other fighters who want to fight Canelo, they just want to fight Canelo. They don't want to fight each other to get to Canelo. But everybody's talk shit. Yeah. Everyone thinks that Canelo doesn't want to fight black fighters, which is a lie. You know, you can take a look at his resume compared to everybody else, and it's not even close. Not even close, bro. You know, I do think that there's fighters that would give him problems just as well as he would give them problems. You know what I mean? So.
Hell yeah. How important is the gym to you, man?
The gym is my life, bro. It's listen, bro. before we moved here, I had another gym, which was right down the street, down this dirt road. And a few years ago, it's been a good while. I had lost a job because I saved a guy, and in the process, I was hurt. And the reason I bring this up is because, like, these guys who were training, like Fabian and Mario, and I had a good stable of fighters. You know, nobody knew what I was going through because I didn't put it out there. But anyways, I lost my job. I was out of work for 2.5 years. It took them 2 years before the doctor released me to work. Number one, it took me 6 months to get a job, and then when I finally got a job, is with the schools, which I was only making like $650 every 2 weeks. Shit, I make that in a day now, you know. But the thing is that when I was going through these problems, I had my car repo because I couldn't afford the payments. Shit, I literally would go to the gym I'd get a ride over there or walk over there. And from there to my home is like 5 miles. Sometimes I would sleep in my fucking gym, you know, like when everybody leave, I'd wait till everybody leave. I'd just close the door, just kind of hang out there, sleep, because I didn't have a ride. I was too embarrassed to ask anybody for a ride.
Damn, that's crazy.
You know, so like, I could have my dumb ass probably could have did it a little different, but instead of the money I made from the gym went straight to the gym, to the rent. We didn't have lights. We had to run it through with a generator. We didn't have a bathroom. We had to go outside to use the bathroom. But instead of using that money for my car, I used it the right way, which was going back to my gym. And I had my ride repo. My gym is everything to me, bro. Like it's not only changes my fighters' lives, but it's changed my life. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Hell yeah. I got a good question for you. And we talked about something off camera. Can you tell the people why it's important to learn to protect yourself? How important is that?
Well, protection is, it goes in a lot of different ways of aspect in your life, man. And number one, shit, you got to learn to defend yourself. Nowadays, it's not where people just go straight up and fight you because they pull guns, they pull knives, or you get jumped. But you know, learning how to box or how to do MMA, it's all natural reaction. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We do, everything becomes muscle memory, so you just react. Your body's trained, and you learn how to throw hands. You know, yeah. And for the most part, you never know what somebody's going through. They might have a bad day and try to take it out on you, and you know, if somebody's fucks around and meets the wrong person, you might not know what kind of training they know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like me and my brothers grew up fighting, man, and I remember talking to my brother, and my brother doesn't look like he's a fighter, bro. He wears glasses, you know, he's a scientist. But he will fuck you up, you know what I'm saying? Like, the dude can fight, you know what I mean? Like, and all my brothers could, bro, and it's just, you just never know when you have to protect yourself. You got people who are being bullied all the time. Look at this shooting that just happened. Supposedly this kid was being bullied. I don't want to call him a liar, but I think something was just wrong with the guy, to be honest with you, man. But like, you can't always hide from shit. You know what I mean? You gotta stand up for yourself. You know what I mean? So I mean, us growing up, my parents kept us involved in sports to keep us away from gangs. You know what I mean? So like a lot of times when we were fighting people who were in gangs, or if you were my friend and I'd be like, and you told me you were gonna fight, I'd go to where the fight was and I'd be like, hey bro, I got this shit, and I'd fight for you. You know what I'm saying? But I remember a time where two of my friends did that, and it turned out they were gonna fight each other. So you gotta let them fight. You know what I mean?
Gotcha. Hell yeah. What's one of your favorite childhood memories?
You know, just my family, my kid, you know, we were always boxing or we were playing soccer. We're always doing sports, man. But just being around the family, man. Family's everything. And my parents raised us right. I try to be like them growing up. Like I wanted that life where my parents raised us and they stay together. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I did some stuff that that it didn't end up that way. But we all have our own lives to live, and to me, just my family, my parents never, like I said, we never knew that we didn't have money. Shit, there's things that we couldn't do. Like for instance, I was a good soccer player, and I remember I was supposed to go to Europe, tour like a 16-country type deal for soccer, but my parents didn't have the money to send me. You see what I mean? We were gonna go play like in England, Rome, Italy, Spain. Like it was just a bunch of little country. But
you just a full-on athlete, huh?
We were athletes, bro. We played baseball, football, soccer, basketball.
I played baseball for a while.
One of my dad's cousins played on the Yankees, and I have a friend of mine. His name is Shelby Clay. You know Shelby, right? Or you don't know Shelby? Anyhow, his dad came up to me. I hadn't seen him in years, and he's like, he see me at Walmart, bro, and he's like, "Hey, what's up, Isidro?" Shook my hand, and he goes, "Man, shit, I thought you'd be about 6'4", 6'5", playing for the Yankees, because I was a good baseball player." Mm-hmm. And I was like, "No, sir, 5'8", 175 pounds, teaching boxing." So just the way it was, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were all involved in sports. My youngest sisters they're twins. They got full ride scholarship for soccer, and but we all had to play sports, man. We had to be doing something.
Sports is important, man. I got all my kids in sports. You know what I mean? They all play baseball, football, basketball, everything. It's just.
Are you a coach?
Yeah, I coach baseball.
Nice.
Hell yeah, I've been coaching for about 8 years.
Nice.
I love it, man. I love coaching, dude. It's a good hobby, man. It's a way of life. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Well, that's how I feel about boxing, man.
Yeah.
And I breathe it, I eat it. Yeah. And I certainly, I'm about that life.
If you're not going to sleep thinking about it and not waking up thinking about it, then it's not. You know what I mean? Something you shouldn't be doing. Then you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, there are people who just had that opportunity to do something more with boxing, man. And we kind of just, although I've been a part of that life, we're trying to get to that big time stage eventually. Whether it's through one of my fighters. I had an announcer. He's out of Hobbs. He's a really good announcer. His name's Abel. I told him, I said, "Bro, you'll make it to the big time before any of us will." Because, yeah, bro, and it, he's got to do some big time shows. Mm-hmm. And it's pretty cool, to see somebody who started with my little promotion get up to the big time, the next level of what we do. You know what I mean? It's pretty exciting.
Hey, you met my friend Seaweed, Dustin. His name is Dustin. I don't know if you met him. But he's a judge.
I'm bad with names, but I'm probably sure.
Dustin.
Is he out of Odessa?
No, well, but he lives in Austin now.
Okay.
But he wanted to start getting into judging.
Oh yeah. Yes.
White guy.
Actually, I got him plugged in with. I haven't met him like face to face, but over the phone.
Okay.
But I got him plugged into the right people, and he's gonna actually be coming down to Rio Doso, I think, to help out with that show.
Yeah.
I got a promotion June 18th or June 17th for the amateurs. The following day, June 18th for the professionals. So.
Yeah, he's a freaking boxing expert, man. Like
really?
Crazy dude. Like he used to have a podcast too. He used to have his own little show. And his dream is to be a judge, a boxing judge and shit.
Yeah, so I got him plugged into the right people.
That's cool.
And he's registered as an amateur judge and referee and as a professional, but he has to go through certain classes. He went through a seminar. I got him hooked up, and he flew out to Santa Fe a few weeks ago. So he ran through the seminar, and now he's gonna get to be a part of it. He has to do like 5 or 6 shows. And don't get paid for it, just for the experience.
Yeah.
And then he'll get to start actually get paid for being a judge or referee.
Dude, that's pretty cool how you helped him out like that. He used to be a rapper.
Really?
He's well known in Odessa, yeah.
Really?
Throughout throughout the whole state, he's well known.
Huh.
Did you ever hear about him? He was a battle rapper, long hair. He's real powerful. He's a badass rapper. He's crazy.
Really?
Yeah. He's a cool dude and shit, man.
Speaking of rap, I mean, I want to do a rap battle in a boxing ring.
Bro, we're talking about that off camera, bro.
Yeah. So I've been thinking about doing that for a long time. I want to have like walkout songs for the rappers, you know, and then they advance to the next round, like a little tournament, and the winner will take home one of my belts with $1,000 in cash. The problem,
dude, so many rappers gonna hop on that shit just for the belt alone and shit.
Well,
and with their music playing when they're walking, they're gonna feel so special, bro. That's dope.
Yeah, I mean,
that's dope.
Listen, bro, I've done many of shows, starting with amateur boxing. I've done, you know, pro boxing, pro MMA, bare knuckle fighting. One of the deals I've done, and I actually got it approved in New Mexico, but they didn't. It's really weird because a new commission came in, so they're not allowing us to do it just yet because a couple of people, they don't agree with it. But before I got my professional promoter's license, I did a couple tough men contests. So that was dope, bro, because I gave $1,000 away, and then I had these people, they all came in, and I said, look, it's a $50 registration fee, and if you win, you advance. If you lose, you're out. And so I did several of those. And then I remember doing a women's one as well. So it's pretty wild, man. But I'm big into hip hop. I wish
your hat. That was all the dream.
What's this? Oh yeah.
That's a sick ass hat.
Hey, listen, shout out to Pueblo Boxing. This is one of their hats. But yeah.
Wait, isn't that Biggie Smalls song?
Biggie Smalls, yeah. We were talking about Biggie and Tupac earlier.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm about the hip hop and rap.
You know, hip hop and boxing are hand like.
Hey, listen, they're right there
for real.
Like seriously, and I mean, I can't rap, but when I'm by myself, I act like I'm Tupac and shit. You know what I'm saying? But I would love to be
in the shower and shit.
I would love to put on a rap battle in a boxing ring. Like make it like a boxing event.
Check this out. I want to help you. Please let me help you do that. Cause that's what I do. Guys, in the comment section right now, let us know if y'all want that to happen. Y'all want Homeboy to do something like that? That'd be big for Texas and New Mexico. Cause we're gonna have a whole bunch of Texas rappers. You know what I mean? But that'd be big, man. That'd be big for the scene, for the hip hop scene, bro. That'd be huge with a belt, cash. You're gonna be in a fucking a boxing ring. Like that's crazy. So go in the comment section and let us know if y'all want that to happen and shit.
Yeah, and I have a lot of ideas for that. You know what I'm saying? Like little stuff aside from the rap battle that can entice people to be a part of it. Mm-hmm. You know, like a breakdancing contest, for instance. You know, beatboxing contest. You know, just all kinds of different shit that you can do.
That's real hip hop shit right there, man. That's dope.
Well, you know, I'm from the old school, man.
Yeah. That's what.
My mom used to make us fucking breakdance. She made us join two breakdancing concerts when we were little. We're little. We're the youngest ones in there. It's kind of stupid, but
that's dope.
But she threw us in there, and we had to be a part of it because she made us be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and the funny thing about it is, like, I remember going. Because they let you select your songs, and so we went over there, and our dumbass picked a song. We thought we were picking the right song, but we picked like a little edited edition that was different than what we did, so it kind of threw us all off. But nevertheless, bro, we got a lot of love from the older generation at that time. That was back in the 80s, man.
Yeah.
It was pretty dope, though, but pretty cool. And so I've always wanted to do that, man.
Hell yeah. Man, I hope you do. We do it. Let's talk about the event you got coming up, boxing event.
Yes, sir. So I got a call from the Ruidoso Downs Casino. I've thrown over 45 combative sport events, and they hit me up. And so we're doing a amateur boxing on June 17th. I have about 25 fights. I've had probably 22 to 23 teams that have called in for their fighters to be a part of. So we'll throw a dope amateur fight on June 17th. The following night we have professional boxing, and right now I have about 5 or 6 pro boxing fights. It'll be June 18th in at the Ruidoso Downs Casino.
That's dope, man. So who are the fighters for the pro?
Excuse me. So my main event was a fighter from Hollis, Mario Gonzalez. He's going to fight Tavares T from Bakersfield, California. Excuse me. Mario just had an incident where he jammed his finger doing personal training.
Saw that.
So unfortunately, he still wanted to fight. I had to cancel his fight. Mm-hmm. But anyhow.
But I'm sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
But he iced his finger and got frostbite.
Listen, yeah, he iced his finger.
How the fuck?
Well, sometimes you just keep it in there too long. You know what I'm saying? And I think what it was, he had like a brace on it, had a little metal on it, so I think it froze it just. He didn't do it intentionally.
Yeah.
And trust me, he's paying big time for it. He's had to have his skin removed. It bubbled up pretty bad.
It looked nasty. I seen it.
Yeah, but I had to pull him off the fight. He still wanted to fight like that. And I said, Mario, you can't fight like that, bro. Yeah. So my main event now is Abel Navarrete Jr., who's from Amarillo. He's 7-0. Dude is a beast. He's fighting Armando Rodriguez from El Paso, who's 5-2. And anybody that's from El Paso, that knows boxing, them guys come to fight. So that's going to be my main event. It's a 6-round fight. My co-main event, a kid named Abraham Perez from Albuquerque, who was supposed to be on the 2020 Olympic team. Due to politics, the guy he beat twice to be on the team, when they went to the international tournament, some shit happened. So they gave the guy that was the runner-up that spot. Is stupid ass politics, but this kid's something special. He'll be fighting I believe it's his fourth fight versus a tough kid from Mexico. So that's my co-main event. And then I have Rico Urquizo from Clovis. He has about 15 pro fights. He'll be fighting Manuel Eastman. Should be a tough battle. I got Marquis Smith from Albuquerque versus Derek Perez from Berlin. That should be a good little scrap. And then I'm working on a couple more fights. Oh, I have one really good fight. It's J.J. Medina from Lubbock, Texas. He's 3-0 versus John Herrera, who has about 22 fights. He doesn't have the best of records, but he's been in there with a lot of top quality fighters on short notice. That fight should be pretty banging. And then I got a couple girl fights I'm trying to match. I'm having a little bit of a hard time. Amy Salinas, 4-1 from Las Cruces. She weighs 112 to 115. And then I have another girl, Stephanie Hong, 1-0 from El Paso. Having a little bit of a difficult time matching both of them women. I got 2 weeks from today. Today's June 4th, I believe. But we'll get that going. So and then I turn around. I'm supposed to be having a professional boxing event at the Pan American in Las Cruces on August 13th. I may have to switch that date because one of my buddies is going to promote the same date in Albuquerque. So I don't like to do that. And then September 10th, that's going to be my big time show here in Hobbs. I got Mario Gonzalez. Hopefully he'll come back. He's going to fight Michael Andrews, who fights out of the other gym. Michael Andrews and him are friends, and Michael Andrews called him out. So we're going to have a big time show. Anybody I put on that card they have to fight a good fight. It's like I'm not going to just let anybody just come on that card. They have to. Whoever's going to be on it, it's got to be good quality fights because they got to live up to the main event.
Yeah. I do the same thing with rap shows. I bring on quality rappers and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want to saturate my brand. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's dope.
Yeah, and sometimes you don't ever know what somebody brings to the table when you put them on your show. When I go to announce I'm gonna do a show, I always have people who tell me that they can sell all these tickets, and then you put them on and they only sell like 5 tickets and stuff. And it's just, they might be a good fighter, but at the end of the day, this is a business, so we have to do what's right for our promotion.
Yes, sir. So June 17th, June 18th, that's the one that's coming up soon.
Yes, right? Sir. Rio Doso Downs Casino in Rio Doso, New Mexico.
Y'all check that out. You got a Facebook page for this? Got social medias?
I do, but I really don't know how to work it. I'm being honest with you. Somebody did me a page, and I don't know how to work that, and I don't really know how to work YouTube.
Gotcha.
I do have my own podcast. It's School of Hard Knocks Fight Factory, $4 production podcast.
I've seen that you have y'all had episodes already?
We've had a few episodes. Like I said, I just don't know
I was
how
looking for it and I couldn't find it.
It's because I don't know how to do all that social media streaming and somebody put it on there for me, but I don't know how to boost it and.
Oh, if you ever need help, hit me up, man. I'll run you through it.
I'm
Maybe
sure
no
if I
soon.
can.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's just well, I'm 40. I'm gonna be 48 this year, bro. So Facebook's easy to me. I can just post shit. Instagram, I have a little bit of hard time with it.
Yeah.
But my lady tells me I should do that more often on Instagram.
For sure.
TikTok and shit like that.
Yeah, man, you're a funny guy, man. Your social media is funny as hell. You got a lot of funny memes. It's cool, man. You need to start posting more.
Yeah, well, I think I post
Get the word out
a lot, but I just
do
about my family and my boxing, but every once in a while I throw some crazy shit out there just for kicks and giggles,
Hell yeah, man. So. Any shout outs you want to make?
Well, just, to my family, my immediate family, of course, my lady and my kids and, my boxing family. And then everybody who's ever supported us, whether it's through sponsor, friendship, or just even my haters. I mean, because, at the end of the day, bro, we got a lot of people trying to do the right thing. And it's all good. It's all love. And
look at that, brings me to this. Look at that camera right there. And to the people who doubted you, what do you got to say to them?
It's all love. And I'm going to keep grinding, keep working hard, keep striving to do great stuff in our community and our surrounding area. And for those who support me, I appreciate it, and thank you very much,
Hell yeah, bro.
I don't like to talk on camera, but...
You talked a lot today. You did a lot. We got a lot of good content, man. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure, man. Thank you so much for coming on my show, man. And thank you for inviting me to your gym.
Well, thank you for coming down. I appreciate you coming down from Odessa, right?
From Midland, Texas.
Thanks for coming down.
Representando.
You got to represent, brother. And this is what I'm about. School of Hard Knocks. Gonna keep working hard in this combative sport industry. And if there's other things I want to do, like I said, a rap battle, I want to bring comedy. There's
comedy.
Oh yeah.
Hey, for that rap battle, we need to hit up Trouble Oak too.
Yeah, that's my dude, man.
Bro, me
listen.
Oh man, we
promote a lot,
shit.
but nobody promotes like Trouble Oak, man.
He's a freaking beast, man.
Yeah, he gets after it. He's helped me out. He's got his sit up at Diamond Lil. Sometimes he'll promote my event on this little sign, the portable sign,
Yeah, he's a freaking straight up veteran. I got a lot of respect for that guy. I learned a lot from him.
Hey, listen, he hustles harder than a $2 stripper, bro. I'm telling you, that dude's legit, and his rap career has outlasted a lot of other people. So shout out to Trouble and
longevity.
I used to actually coach his son back in the day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
that's dope.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I've coached thousands of kids or adults here in Hobbs, man, and hopefully my son, he's 3 years old. He's gonna become a boxer, so I feel I got another 20-25 years in me.
Yeah, man. Fuck yeah, man. I hope so, man. See you. Guys, this has been an amazing interview, man. This has been crazy. Go to the comment section and let me know what you thought about this interview. Hit the like button, subscribe button, all that good stuff, man. This was crazy. If y'all learned anything from this podcast, let me know in the comment section. All right, just let me know all that what you thought about this guy. He's an amazing man, dude. He's a good man. He's humble, and thank you for the hospitality, my friend. Thank you so much, man. Support the gym, guys. All right, support, man. Spread the word. Let everybody know what he's doing here in Hobbs, New Mexico. All right, it's your boy Smokes. Thank you for chilling with your boy Smokes, and thank you for tuning in to Smokes World. We out.